Hey all, welcome to ShareTrack. This is Raj here. Friends, we are building a retail investor community here, and there are signs now that we are kind of succeeding. I want to extend a shout out to Dennis Weichel2566 for bringing this development to my attention. Today we're going to talk about a company called Sangamo Therapeutics and their blood-brain barrier breaching AAV capsid that I think is a big deal for the company. The company I think is quoting right now less than $1, maybe $65, 65 cents or 75 cents. That is the price I think for the share right now. Of course, the markets are terrible and Sangamo has also been suffering a lot. That said, let's get started. Welcome back, friends. Sangamo Therapeutics announced that it has succeeded with the AAV capsid that it calls STAC-BBB capsid, where BBB stands for blood-brain barrier. And I think this represents a big deal, and it's going to be a transformative asset for Sangamo, especially for diseases requiring blood-brain barrier penetration. And there are quite a few diseases like that which need BBB penetration. I'm going to talk about all those diseases, just a high level. But the most important among them is HIV, because dormant pools of HIV reside in the brain, in the glial cells, and it's been very difficult for most therapies to pierce the blood-brain barrier. And therefore, even if they manage to clear HIV from the rest of the cells, the blood-brain barrier prevents the HIV virus in the brain from being removed. Therefore, from there, the infection starts again. So all the cures that are capable of doing a sterilizing cure end up becoming a functional cure for HIV. So now with this AAV capsid, it becomes very attractive for those therapies. The top of mind is Excision Bio. Excision Bio has created a therapy for HIV, and it's a gene editing therapy. And it could use a capsid like this, for example. So let's start with the first question. What is STAC-BBB? So STAC-BBB is a novel AAV capsid, adeno-associated virus capsid, engineered for high efficiency blood-brain barrier penetration and neuronal transduction. It's validated so far in non-human primates, so we are not yet come into humans. This is the early stage. The delivery is intravenous, which significantly simplifies clinical use compared to invasive methods. And the next thing I want to do is to explain to you why I think this is a big deal. It's a big deal because crossing the blood-brain barrier has been a bottleneck for a whole lot of applications, such as gene therapy targeting brain cells, antisense oligonucleotides or ASOs, CRISPR payloads, and other genomic tools. HIV CNS reservoirs, particularly latent viral DNA, integrated into the glial cells and brain-resident macrophages or microglia. Those are out of reach at present, and STAC-BBB can offer an ability to reach them. STAC-BBB platform offers a potential platform breakthrough, a delivery vehicle that could be paired with various genomic payloads. The deal with Eli Lilly that they just entered into, which is what this video is also about, focuses on neurological diseases, but I am thinking this could extend way beyond neurological diseases. The way I see STAC-BBB's potential is much broader. Check out this table as I explain. As you can see in this table, we have at least 4 groups of application. The first one is HIV. Current ART does not eliminate latent HIV in the brain. So the opportunity is that cure-related therapy, possibly with CRISPR or RNA-guided gene editing, can be loaded into STAC-BBB and delivered to the brain so that the HIV reservoirs in the brain can be depleted. Then you have the area of Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, where multiple failed trials resulted due to poor brain delivery of therapy. So with the STAC-BBB, it would be possible to improve the opportunities for those therapies to deliver the payload to the brain and help cure Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. And then you have ALS and Huntington, which is another gene-related disease. And gene-targeted therapies like ASOs need better delivery platforms at present. And that's been one of the stumbling blocks for them, STAC-BBB could expand reach of these therapies. And then, of course, pediatric central nervous system disorders, which require early treatment, that is crucial, but it's very difficult to deliver that non-invasively. But IV administered AAV capsid can be a game changer in these kind of situations. Of course, I am not a medical professional, so I can't guess what else could be there, but at the very top, these are the low-hanging fruits, I would say, for Sangamo to deliver STAC-BBB. And then that should help them improve their credibility and also their cash position. As they say, a bird in hand is worth two on the bush. So let's focus on why the partnership with Eli Lilly matters. First off, $18 million upfront cash, which is what they are getting in this deal, though looking modest, is welcome, and it's a credible validation of the technology. If you are following this company, you may know that they lost access to up to $200 million when Pfizer axed their collaboration for hemophilia gene therapy. At that time, the fear was that Sangamo will run out of money in months. The thing to remember is that the therapy worked, but was shelved because the market was too small, and BioMarin had already got FDA approval for a competing therapy in June 2023. At that time, Sangamo had said that when their partnership with Pfizer terminates in April, Sangamo will own the full rights to its program and will explore all options to bring the gene therapy to market. Now this 18 million will provide a little assist towards that direction. Sangamo will not only receive an 18 million upfront license fee from Lilly, but will also be eligible to earn up to 1.4 billion in additional licensed target fees and milestone payments across the 5 potential neurology disease targets. And it also includes a tiered royalties program on potential net sales, such as products subject to certain specified reductions. Sangamo keeps full platform ownership beyond Lilly's selected targets, initially 1 and up to 5. So this is the third licensing agreement since March 2024, suggesting ongoing platform validation by major pharma, strong potential for non-dilutive capital infusions through more partnerships, and the platform can remain diversified across multiple therapeutic areas. I had shown you at least 4 areas before. And genomic startup companies like Sangamo are not without any kind of risk. Genomic startups and companies without any approved or monetized products are inherently risky investment. The stock is now quoting below $1, and if it were not for the overall market condition, this news would bring it a much deserved boost. Once again, thanks to Dennis for this scoop. And because I have another channel which I have devoted just for HIV, I've been researching all this therapy to a good extent. I am thinking that Excision Bio would be able to use this vector immediately. So next thing I would look forward to is some kind of a tie-up between Sangamo and Excision, and Excision could provide some money to Sangamo, or at least rights. And those things will all accumulate to strengthen Sangamo and give it a little bit more of cash runway so that it can continue to survive and potentially thrive. So friends, I would like to first of all thank you very much for watching my videos, and if you liked it, please press the like button to help us with the algorithms. And if you are not yet subscribed, please subscribe. It helps the channel. And did you know that I do a live stream every weekday morning at 7:45 a.m. Eastern Time to review pre-market stock action? I also take requests for analyzing any ticker that you may have to do a technical analysis and give you targets for the day, resistance and support. So why not drop by Monday, which is our next working day, and join me in the live stream. We'll have fun. With that said, I would like to say have a great day. Bye for now. See you in the next video.